Yo, welcome back to the Destination Unknown Dude channel. We got today is a discussion about unintended consequences. It's July 4th in the US, 5th here in the Philippines. And the Philippines has had its fastest uptick of solar installations in Philippine history. We've got Chinese companies coming here and trying to set up solar farms, and everybody and their brother is trying to get it installed on their house. And like I said in the other video that I posted on who wins in this war with Iran, pretty much what I've said is coming true up to this point. China's getting rich, selling their green products, solar panels, electric cars, plug-in hybrid cars, batteries, all the stuff. I've had my solar panels for about a year now, so I don't count in that historical uptick in solar. I had solar. I got solar because the power is unpredictable here in the Philippines, and I was getting low voltage at my house. So one of the solutions is to get solar and go off grid, so that's what I did. When I went for this, that bird must have a nest out here and pissed at me. When I went for this solution, what was I saying? I put out a bid on Facebook Marketplace. I put out the specs that I wanted, and I threw it out for bids. And unlike in the US, where in my town I have solar, I did it myself in 2016 with my dad's help. He's an electrician. So unlike that experience, where getting help is too unaffordable, I had solar contractors contact me via Facebook because I put out a marketplace ad asking for installers, and I had no less than 20 bids to do this job, and they ranged in price from $10,000 to $25,000 US dollars. And of course I picked the lowest, picked out of the lowest of the two lowest bids, and I'm happy with the results. In my town in the US, there's one, maybe two solar installers. So I got a choice of almost nobody to do solar installs. And I think part of the problem is that's hard work on the roof. Nobody wants to get up there. Insurance is too high because you're on the roof, you might fall off. And here in the Philippines, it's safety last. And you can get guys with flip-flops to come out here and install solar for almost nothing. I paid for the parts, and the labor was minimal. And they brought a team of 10 guys and got it done in a day and a half. But anyways, back to the unintended consequences. Your commander-in-chief has been the worst president on record in recent history on the environment. He's done away with a lot of EPA programs. He's pardoned people that have broken the rules as far as emissions. Doesn't care about green energy. Tried to do away with wind projects, and he's been sued every which way on that, with him trying to block and stop a lot of these green initiatives that are big money makers. So anyways, what's happened as a result of the strait is that the Philippines is taking green energy more seriously than they ever have, and the local utilities are freaking out because a lot of people do things on rogue out here in the Philippines. They'll just slap solar on their house and hook it up and let their meter run backwards, or just not get paid, Not talk to the power company and just send the power back through the power company and not care. And the power company's freaking out because their transformers may or may not be able to take the capacity. They need to authorize. They need to look at what they're doing, what they got, and make sure that not too many people go solar in one area and overload the transformer. So they have a justified concern about so many people going solar. Plus, they don't want to lose all their bottom line. They lost it from me. And maybe my neighbor, I don't know. I got another neighbor over there with solar on his roof. I don't think he's got enough panels to handle all of his load, but I could be wrong. They don't run aircon the same here like we do, being foreigners, so that might be enough solar over there on that roof. But anyways, in the Philippines, anyways, they are getting serious about solar, and it's a good thing. And as much as I disagree with what's happening in Iran, them making more efforts to lower their electric consumption is a good thing here, because there's a lot of brownouts. The power utilities have a hard time managing the loads. As more people get introduced to the middle class, they're installing more electric loads and air conditioning and stuff like that where they didn't have it before. And unfortunately here, they're jumping straight to solar instead of doing insulating. And anybody that knows anything about solar knows that the first thing you do is you lessen your electric load and reduce the load on your consumption. So you do that via sealing windows and doors, adding insulation, sealing up the home, and controlling the air. Okay? And this house here, my house, zero insulation, leaky ass windows, doors you can see light through. It was an absolute total joke when I bought that house. So I installed all new windows. I got 2 more to do, but I installed mostly all new windows. Sliding glass door, I got rid of it, and now it's a normal window that you can open and walk out of. It's not even a door anymore. It's just a sealed window. So I never used it anyways. Stupid sliding glass window. So I did some things, and then I went solar without insulating, which was silly, stupid. So I had a quarter inch wall board that separated my ceiling from my attic, and that was dumb, and I paid for it in power usage and battery drain overnight. But I did some things, I got the windows straight and all that stuff. But here in the Philippines, these locals, they're going solar with leaky ass windows, leaky doors, and no insulation. So they're jumping over a couple steps, unfortunately. But the fact remains is the unintended consequence of the war in Iran is the Philippines is adding more solar than they've ever added. A lot of more green projects are coming in. They're buying more electric cars. BYD used to be you could just walk in there and get a BYD, for example, or wait a couple weeks for them to get it to you. Now it's a minimum of a 3-month wait to get a BYD car, and that's just one brand. There's many brands here, brands you never heard of, because the fuel was at the height was $9 a gallon for diesel. A lot of people are running diesel here. A lot of trucks are running diesel. Obviously, cars wasn't too far off from that amount, that cost. So when you're dealing with a population, the vast majority of which don't know where their next meal is coming from, they don't know if they're going to make enough money to have dinner tonight. They've got dirt floors. They've got yard chickens. And this is out in the province. The city's different. They live in condos and stuff like that. But the majority of the population have food insecurity here and little government help. And I don't think they have food stamp programs here. You're on your own here. So it's a different thing, and you want to double or triple the price of fuel, you're taking money directly out of their mouths. So it's a different kind of thing over here, and all due to the Strait of Hormuz being shut down and Trump single-handedly starting that fiasco, even though he was informed that the first thing Iran was going to do is shut down the strait. He didn't believe it. They did it, and they're going to continue to do it, even though there's been some starts and stops. Maybe 3 ships got through. A real solution has not, and who knows if it'll ever get resolved. Who knows? These things are complicated. His 2-page treaty, or whatever you want to call it, with Iran was a joke. The previous one from Obama was many pages and still had challenges. It's a complicated situation. You can't just walk in and pencil whip a couple things and call it good. It's complicated, and these people are smart. They have been dealing with drama in their region their entire existence, and the U.S. wants to come in and drop a couple bombs and talk a bunch of shit and think that they're gonna bend the knee. Come on, man. You play silly games, you win silly prizes, and the world is paying. Fortunately, unintended consequence is people are getting serious about alternative energy. Thankfully, the Philippines is getting serious about alternative energy. As quiet as it is right now, I can't hear a single motorbike passing by. It's Sunday, 10 a.m. People are chilling. They're not driving. But during rush hour, all I hear are fart cans. Brum, 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 passing by. Fart cans, fart cans, fart cans. Loud motorbikes, loud cars passing by. And the road is far from here. And I can still hear it on a busy day. And that may be due to a change. I mean, this isn't Shanghai, China, where the government can say vehicles are banned. They don't do that here in the Philippines. They can't. Their people are struggling. They don't ban shit here. It's not communist country. But if the fuel becomes too expensive to justify and people start going solar, then they can generate their own energy. This is a small time energy factory here. Consumer level energy factory. Now imagine right here. Can I put an oil factory here? Can I put a refinement unit? Can I put a pump to pump oil, refine it, or pull it, suck it up, refine it, and put it in my car? No. But I can make electricity and put it in my car. Now, can I make a car? Can I make my own car? No, I can't make my own car, whether it's fueled by gasoline or electric. I cannot. It's way too complicated. I cannot make my own car. Okay? But maybe I could make my own motorbike with the parts available on the open market. Maybe, if I was motivated and knew how to weld and all that, or had some good instruction. But a car? No. So you can't argue, where's the car coming from? You got to buy the car from a manufacturer. But the energy can come from me. And that's the only way energy for vehicles can come from me. I have control over my energy supply. I don't have a refinery here. I don't have a well pump. So all these preppers, all these wacko preppers that the end of the world is coming, they better get on the bandwagon. When the end of the world comes around, how are you going to get that gasoline? How are you going to get that diesel? How are you going to refine your own? That's an enterprise level function. That is big business. You're going to drill in the ocean like the Deep Well Horizon? Hell no. You're going to go to Alaska and drill? No. You can do this though. You can come across, if the end of the world happens, you can come across a solar farm, take what you need. If the end of the world comes and everybody's dead, You can generate your own electricity and power a vehicle. You cannot pump, refine, and distribute and supply your own gasoline. So all you preppers that are on Trump's tit, you better be thinking about what you're doing. This is the only way you're going to make it happen. That's it. Consumer level solar is the only way you're going to be able to get around with your prepping stupidity, zombies coming, which is the dumbest thing ever. And you're only being marketed. They're only doing that, this prepper crap, to sell you stuff. It's commercialization. They're only doing it to sell you shit. You have been successfully marketed by all of their bull crap. And if you are on the bandwagon of prepping and the end of the world's coming, ain't nobody got us closer than the old boy in office. You thought the end of the world was coming when Obama was in office? Or the fools before him, or Biden? Whatever. Trump has done more to piss off the world than any president before him in modern history. And you're talking about prepping. You're going to buy a land that was an old nuclear silo. How are you going to get around? Bicycle? You better put some solar panels on the ground. Unintended consequences. Unintended consequences. Right here on the other side of the world. You can't get further from America than the Philippines. And one guy flips the switch and we get $9 a gallon gasoline. Everybody putting solar panels on their house. China getting richer and supplying electric vehicles to the local population. And solar installers getting rich in the Philippines. So there you go. That's all I got to say about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Jackasses. Destination Dude Unknown. Ow. Like, comment, subscribe.